We begin in Tanzania, where the election is now just 3 days away. The two major contenders, John Magufuli and Edward Lowassa, have returned to Dar es Salaam for the last leg of do or die campaign battle. KTN's political Ben Kitili now reports from a charged CCM rally that concluded in the coastal city last evening. And now joining us on phone is Ben Kitili, who is in Dar es Salaam. Thank you for joining us, Ben. And maybe you can first of all let us know, we've only got 3 days to go before the elections. Sorry, it's Francis Ontomo, not Ben Kitili. Francis Ontomo, you can let us know possibly how the rallies went yesterday and what we should expect to be happening today.
Hello, good morning, Itonga. Yes, this is Francis Ontomo. And indeed, we are headed to the home stretch, and we are just counting. It's a matter of hours now for the general election here.
Sorry, Francis, I can hardly hear you.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, Francis, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yes, it's indeed the home stretch here in Tanzania, and at the capital city, the mood is clear that we are headed to the home stretch. And the middle is awash with reports of the last-minute push for votes. And the top candidates, Edward Lowassa of Chadema and CCM's John Magufuli, have been pitching tent in top towns where they are.
Sorry, Francis Ontomo, I'm going to have to cut you short. I apologize. We don't have a very good connection. We'll try and call you again. But first of all, let's go to that rally that took place yesterday evening in Dar es Salaam. We'll come back to Francis Ontomo in just a bit. And this is what went down.
Last-minute campaigns have reached fever pitch here in Tanzania with just hours to voting day. After campaigning up-country for a few days, the ruling party Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM moved into the commercial capital Dar es Salaam Wednesday. As presidential candidate, John Magufuli continued to hunt for votes.
Ukishafika mahali ukapokewa na watu wa vyama vyote, Chadema wanashangilia njiani, CCM wanashangilia njiani, CUF wakishangilia njiani, nikasema kweli rais wa awamu ya tano ni John Joseph Magufuli.
Magufuli, who has been the public works minister for 20 years, has been campaigning on the platform of his work in the ministry, especially the country's infrastructure, promising Dar es Salaam residents to improve the city, which is East Africa's largest city by population.
Jukumu la kwanza la serikali, hasa katika awamu ya tatu na ya nne, ilikuwa ni kuunganisha Tanzania kwa barabara za lami katika mikoa yote. Kazi hiyo imefanyika.
The governing party's candidate was flanked by other top CCM officials, including former fellow presidential aspirant Rose Migiro.
Kina mama akipata John Joseph Magufuli na Samia Suluhu Hassan amepata Samia.
Former Prime Minister, retired Justice Joseph Warioba, who was also the chair of the Tanzania Constitutional Review Commission, was also present, drumming up support for Magufuli, scoffing at claims that CCM's presidential nomination exercise was flawed.
Ninasema kazi ya halmashauri kuu ni kufikiria na kufanya mapendekezo kwa mkutano mkuu kwa majina yasiyozidi matano.
The leading candidates in the race to State House have detailed campaign programs, most of which end in the city of Dar es Salaam. Chadema's candidate Edward Lowassa is set to hold his final rally at the Jangwani grounds on Saturday. CCM's Magufuli will wind up his grueling campaign program at the same venue on Friday.
Nafasi kubwa kabisa za kuwa wasaidizi wa marais. Halafu akasimama hadharani akatamka kwamba hakuna chochote kilichofanyika katika miaka 54 ukijumulisha na wakati wake akiwa kiongozi, ujue labda ni mwepesi wa kusahau au anatafuta ugonjwa wa ukichaa.
Experts have called this Tanzania's tightest election in history, with each of the leading presidential hopefuls enjoying support from distinctive voting blocs. The last round campaigns aimed at convincing any undecided voters. But the mood is now set for Sunday's election, in which some 23.7 million registered voters are set to cast their ballots. It is a carnival mood here in Tanzania, with slightly more than 72 hours to election day. All the presidential candidates making their final submissions in a last-minute dash for votes. In the home stretch, the two main candidates are focusing on the vote-rich Dar es Salaam. Ben Kitili, KTN News, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.